Storytime with Herbal Roots zine. I'm Kristine Brown, and today I'm going to read to you a story I wrote for Herbal Roots zine from issue number 40, Curious About Catnip. Do you have a cat? Have you ever seen a cat enjoying some catnip? Do you try to grow catnip in the garden only to have the neighborhood cats come and devour it? Did you know that catnip is not just for cats? In fact, catnip is a wonderful herb for humans, and we can experience a calming feeling when we drink a cup of catnip tea. Catnip is gentle enough for babies too, and it can be used in gripe water recipes. As a mint family plant, it's a great herb for the digestive system for babies, children, and adults. It is said that curiosity killed the cat and satisfaction brought him back. Well, humans can be overly curious too, but it's our curiosity that helped us to learn all about the medicinal aspects of the plants that grow around us. Today's story is Keeping Curious, and it shares how curiosity led to the discovery of catnip's many uses. There grew an herb at the edges of the forests and in the meadows that was rumored to be brought over by the settlers of the Old World, as they themselves called it. The native people had never seen it before, but they were drawn to the plant. The leaves were soft, the color gray, the scent reminiscent of the skunk that roamed the land, his black and white striped tail a warning to those who did not tread lightly. A group of Algonquins surrounded the plant, overtaken by curiosity. One dared another to taste it. He bent down and picked a few leaves. As the others laughed and teased him that he would grow a black and white striped bushy tail, he popped the leaves into his mouth and began to chew. He exclaimed, "It tastes refreshing." The others did not believe him and laughed at his statements. They wandered off in search of other interests, while the lad remained behind to examine the new plant. He said to himself, "This plant is interesting. I wonder if our medicine man has found it yet." As he gathered a few plants to take back to the medicine man named Conti, he noticed the fuzziness of the leaves. "How soft these leaves are," he exclaimed as he gathered it up. Soon, the young man had gathered as many as he could carry, and he walked quickly back to his village. He went straight to Conti's wigwam. "Conti, look what I found," he said as he entered the wigwam. "What is it, Alawa?" asked Conti. "I found a new plant growing down by the edge of the forest. It is soft and gray. It tastes like the mint plants that we gather." Conti accepted the gift from Alawa. He was very curious. He took a leaf and he chewed it very thoughtfully, enjoying the taste. "Is this a plant that the men from the Old World brought over?" asked Alawa. "I believe so," said Conti. "I have never seen anything like it." Over the next few months, Conti's curiosity of the new plant grew, and he tried it out on every ailment, remembering those it worked for and those it did not. His curiosity led him to learn that this plant was effective for treating scarlet fever, smallpox, colds, digestive issues, fevers, and much more. He discovered that when he gave the root to his warriors, it made them quarrelsome and aggressive. The tea was found to be effective for treating those who were anxious with a calming effect. Conti continued his studies of this plant as he grew old. Alawa, who was also curious about the use of this plant, and many others, spent more and more time with Conti, learning as much as he could about the plants. Kanti realized that his time was coming to an end and summoned Alawa to his wigwam. As he lay on his pallet, Alawa kneeled next to him. "Alawa," he said, "you must always keep your curiosity of the plants. Turn to them with an open heart and listen to them with all your being to the messages that they bring." Alawa replied, "Yes, Kanti, I shall." And with that, Kanti began his journey to the Great Spirit, knowing the village was in good hands with Alawa, as his curiosity of the plants would not fade. I hope you enjoyed today's story. If you'd like to learn more about catnip, you can find the catnip ebook in my shop. I'll put a link in the description. Thanks for visiting Herbal Roots Zine for Storytime, and I'll see you next time.